If you are working on something that you really care about, you don't have to be pushed. The vision pulls you. Namaskar, welcome to Daily PT Pointers, and in this video, we are going to cover major headlines of the Hindu, Indian Express, Press Information Bureau, and Live Mint. So, without wasting any time, let's start today's discussion. And our first headline is related to Disability Adjusted Life Year, which is also known as daily, and it is in the news because a recent collaborative study by the IISC in Bangalore and a university in Netherlands shows mismatches between India's health-related research publications and disability-adjusted life years. Now let's know more about disability-adjusted life years. So friends, daily for disease or health condition are some of the years of life lost due to premature mortality and years lived with a disability due to prevalent cases of disease or health condition in a population. One daily represents the loss of equivalent of 1 year of full health. So friends, according to recent data of Ministry of Minority Affairs, beneficiaries of some central educational schemes dropped by around 7% in 3 years between 2019 and 2022. Do you know friends, India is home to over 30 crore people from religious minority communities, and these include 6 religions notified under Section 2C of the National Commission for Minorities Act 1992, and among them, Muslims make up the largest religious minority but face challenges in various sectors. And in this context, Justice Rajinder Sachar Committee was constituted to look into the social, economic and educational standings of Muslims in India, and in 2006, Sachar Committee concluded that Muslim minority was neglected in almost all dimensions of development, and in this context, over past 20 years, central government has implemented roughly 10 schemes to provide educational empowerment to religious minorities. And Niti Aayog in its strategy document 2018 pointed out that affirmative action is the need of the hour to improve the socio-economic status of religious minorities, particularly Muslims. Niti Aayog also recommended increasing number of scholarships for girls from minority communities by 10% every year. Our next headline is related to Right to Repair, which is being promoted by the activists and organizations around the world. The movement traces its root back to very dawn of the computer era in 1950s, and it is aimed to get companies to make spare parts, tools, and information on how to repair devices available to customers and repair shops to increase the lifespan of products and to keep them from ending up in landfills. Now ISRO is preparing to launch Aditya-L1 spacecraft in September. Now let's know more about Aditya-L1. So friends, it shall be the first space-based Indian mission to study the sun, and it shall be placed in a hollow orbit around Lagrange point 1 of the Sun-Earth system, which is about 1.5 million kilometers from the Earth. It will have major advantage of continuously viewing the sun without any eclipses. This will provide a greater advantage of observing the solar activities and its effect on space weather in real time. Our next headline is related to B20 summit, which was recently addressed by the Prime Minister of India in New Delhi. Now let's know more about B20 summit. B20 means Business 20, and it is the official G20 dialogue forum with global business community. ये established हुई थी 2010 में, and it is among the most prominent engagement groups in G20 with companies and business organizations as participants. It works to deliver concrete actionable policies recommendations to spur economic growth and development. Our next headline is related to 𝐃𝐚𝐢 mission, which is a result of ongoing cooperation among different countries in space, especially since the launch of space station in 1998. The International Space Station program involves the Russia, US, Canada, Japan, and participating countries of European space agencies, and it is one of the most ambitious international collaborations ever attempted. Our next headline is related to Loch Ness, एंड ये न्यूज में भी इसलिए है क्योंकि मॉन्स्टर्स हंटर्स हैव गैदर्ड इन नॉर्दर्न स्कॉटलैंड for what is being described as biggest search for the Loch Ness monster in 50 years. Loch Ness is the United Kingdom's largest lake by volume and its water is really murky with visibility exceptionally low due to high peat content in the surrounding soil. Our next headline is related to Oz Index and ये न्यूज में भी इसलिए है क्योंकि इसका 5th एडिशन कंक्लूड हो चुका है ऑस्ट्रेलिया में। ये एक बाइनियल मैरिटाइम एक्सरसाइज है एंड Oz Index included a series of complex exercises in all three domains of maritime operations. ये commenced हुई थी 2015 में as bilateral maritime exercise and now it has grown in complexity over the years. And our next headline is related to Ni-kshay Mitra scheme. एंड ये न्यूज में भी इसलिए है क्योंकि इंडियन एयरफोर्स को सपोर्ट करेगी। नाउ लेट्स नो मोर अबाउट नि-kshay मित्रा स्कीम। तो फ्रेंड्स ये इनिशिएटिव है अंडर प्रधानमंत्री टीबी मुक्त भारत अभियान जो कि इंप्लीमेंट किया जा रहा है मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर के द्वारा दैट सीक्स टू एलिमिनेट टीबी बाय 2025। इट प्रोवाइड्स फॉर एडिशनल डायग्नोस्टिक, न्यूट्रिशनल एंड वोकेशनल सपोर्ट बाय इलेक्टेड रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स, कॉर्पोरेट्स, ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस, NGOs, individuals to those undergoing TB treatment. Our next headline is related to SVAMITVA Scheme and ये न्यूज में भी इसलिए है क्योंकि recently it has won the National Award for E-Governance 2023 Gold for application of emerging technologies for providing citizen-centric services. Now let's know more about SVAMITVA Scheme. तो friends ये एक central sector scheme है which aims to provide the records of rights to village household owners possessing houses in inhabited areas in villages, and under the scheme, land parcels in rural inhabited area of all villages of the country are surveyed. It helps in determination of clear ownership of property. It is being implemented with the collaborative efforts of Ministry of Panchayat Raj, Survey of India, State Revenue Department, State Panchayati Raj Department and National Informatics Center. Our next and last headline is related to PM Vishwakarma Scheme जो कि अप्रूव की गई थी कैबिनेट कमिटी ऑन इकोनॉमिक अफेयर्स के द्वारा। ये एक सेंट्रल सेक्टर स्कीम है विच एम्स टू स्ट्रेंथन and nurture the Guru Shishya Parampara or family based practice of traditional skills by artisans and craftspeople working with their hands and tools. Under the scheme, artisans and craftspeople will be provided recognition through PM Vishwakarma certificate and ID card, credit support up to 1 lakh in first tranche and 2 lakh in second tranche with concessional interest rate of 5%. So with this, let's conclude our today's discussion. Thanks for listening and for regular updates, you can follow us on various social media platforms.